Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new to my channel or just not yet subscribed, my name's Brittany, and definitely make sure to hit that subscribe button. So, first and foremost, I have a humongous favor to ask all of you. My goal is to hit 5,000 subscribers. So what I need from you guys is to share my videos and make sure to tell your friends and family about my videos and ask for them to subscribe and check them out. I would appreciate it so much. And if I hit that 5,000 or more, then you guys actually get to choose where my first ever haunted hotel paranormal investigation will be held. So you guys get to choose. I mean, anywhere in the United States, because I don't have a passport. One day I'll have a passport and then I'll go all over. But for now, just the US. But you guys would to choose. It would be a major help to me and really be making my dreams come true. And I would appreciate that more than I could ever put into words for you guys. But we're going to go ahead and dive into the legend of Big Moose Lake. So Grace Brown grew up on a dairy farm in South Tesla in Chenango County. Grace came to Cortland to work at the Gillette skirt factory, where she met Chester Gillette, which was the nephew of the owner. Gillette was originally from Montana, and he kind of bounced around from place to place until the uncle took him under his wing and was like, "Hey, you're gonna come work for me now." So he hired him at the skirt factory. Upon meeting Grace, the two began dating in secret. Grace was a girl from a farm, and Chester was known to be handsome. He was a great catch, and he came from a prestigious family, so he couldn't be involved with a farmer's daughter. Oh no. Grace just wasn't quite what the family wanted for him. He couldn't be with a factory girl. Now, in May of 1906, Grace went to Chester and was like, "Hey, I'm pregnant." Now, she was 20 and he was 23. At the time, unwed mothers were outcast from society. That was something that did not happen. You better figure it out. You better not do it. You better not get caught. Grace went back to her family's farm, where she would write Chester letters basically begging him to marry her, because if they got married, then she wasn't going to have a baby unwed and she would still be welcomed in society. And it's his baby. Chester finally wrote to her that he would take her away on this romantic getaway to the Adirondacks in July. Already sounds a bit suspicious. So legend has it that Grace assumed that either he was going to propose on that getaway or that they were going to get married right then. So she had pretty high hopes. So the young couple spent the first night of their trip in Utica. Then they took a train to Tupper Lake. On July 11th, they took a train back to Utica, stopping at Big Moose Lake along the way in Herkimer County. Chester and Grace rented a canoe together and spent the afternoon on the lake. It said that Grace left her trunk at the train station, but Chester brought everything he took with him in the boat. So why would he take everything with him? And have Grace leave her stuff? Like, "Oh no, it'll be fine. Don't worry." But then he doesn't trust to leave his stuff? Like, that's red flag. So he had his suitcase, which had a tennis racket attached to it. Around early evening, Chester smashed Grace's head with the tennis racket, and she fell into the water. Grace had previously told Chester that she could not swim, so he knew that she wouldn't be able to get back up. Like, it was malicious. There was definitely malintent. I mean, hitting anybody with a tennis racket is probably malintent. Chester then fled the scene and it spent the night at the Arrowhead Hotel under an alias. So Chester was arrested within days of the murder. He tried to maintain his innocence, using like, oh yeah, not guilty, I didn't do that, I didn't hit her in the head. But during the trial, the defense claimed that Grace had jumped into the lake committing suicide. Just like, yeah, because that's what people do. When they do those things, they do it right in front of somebody. They pointed to letters that Grace had written Chester, mentioning that she wanted to die, probably because she was pregnant and scared to be outcasted. They asserted that Chester stood up to save her when the boat capsized. The DA insisted that Chester hit her over the head with the tennis racket and did nothing to save her, and just kind of watched as she was succumbed by the lake. What a guy. On December 5th, 1906, nearly 5 hours of deliberation, and then the jury found Chester guilty of murder in the first degree. He was sentenced to death by electric chair. He was reportedly very calm and even smiling when his sentence was handed down. Like, that's psychotic. No remorse whatsoever. Transferred from Herkimer County Jail to the Auburn Prison, which is now the Auburn Correction Facility, where he was executed March 30th, 1908. As his last day alive grew closer, he reportedly confessed to the murder to his spiritual advisors in prison. However, they never disclosed what actually happened. Chester's body was moved to the Soul Cemetery, where it was buried in an unmarked grave, and it's said that that grave was actually paved over into part of a road. So the exact location is now unknown. It's said that sightings of Grace Brown have been continually reported over the years around Big Moose Lake. I just can't wrap my head around somebody doing something like that. Like, there's so many stories where, you know, people get into these situations, it's not really what they want to, but, you know, it was working for them at the time. I mean, the moment that they were dating in secret because she worked at the factory and he was this, like, prize or something, that should have been a huge red flag, and she should have been like, yeah, no, I deserve better. But I'm sure that she thought that he was going to tell everybody, and they were going to get married, and they were going to live happily ever after, and everything is going to be fine and dandy, and she's going to be the owner, or the wife of this eventual owner of this factory. It's just really sad. I feel like she was probably manipulated quite a bit, but who knows? He had no reason to do what he did. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Let me know if you guys have ever been to Big Moose Lake, and if you guys have ever encountered Grace. She, I would imagine, would be such a sad spirit. If there's any specific things that you guys want me to dive into, definitely comment down below. You can also reach me on Instagram and TikTok, as well as my email, which is in the description box down below. Until next time, definitely make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, make sure to share, and I love you guys. Bye.